I was in a meeting with a potential client when my assistant knocked on the door. I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's a manager from the Belmont Hotel on line 2. He says it's urgent and concerns you personally. I excused myself and took the call in my office. Ms. Hurt, this is David Chen, General Manager at the Belmont. I'm calling about the outstanding balance on your account. I've never stayed at your hotel, I said, confused. According to our records, you've stayed here multiple times over the past 18 months. The most recent visit was last weekend. Your sister checked in under your name and charged over $12,000 to the room. Spa services, restaurant, minibar, room service. She told our staff to bill it to your corporate account. My blood went cold. My sister? Yes, Lauren Hurt. She's used your name and credentials at least 6 times. We've been sending invoices to the business address on file, but they've gone unpaid. The total across all visits is $43,000. I sat down slowly. I'll call you back. I hung up and immediately pulled up my credit monitoring app. Then I called my accountant. Then I started searching my email for anything from the Belmont Hotel. Found them. Dozens of invoices, all filtered into a folder I didn't recognize, a folder that had been created with a rule to auto-archive anything from the Belmont. Someone had accessed my email, set up filters, and been racking up charges in my name for over a year. I called the hotel back. I need copies of all check-in records, signatures, and security footage if you have it. Ms. Hurt, I understand this is sensitive, but we do need payment. You'll get payment after I verify this fraud. Email me everything you have, today. Let me back up. I'm 41 years old, a commercial real estate attorney. I've built a successful practice over 15 years, high-profile clients, complex deals, excellent reputation. I'm known in my city. People recognize my name. My younger sister, Lauren, is 36. She's worked various sales jobs, moved around a lot, always had big plans that never quite materialized. We're cordial, but not close. We text on birthdays and see each other at holidays. Or so I thought. What I didn't know was that Lauren had been impersonating me, using my name, my credentials, my reputation to get VIP treatment at hotels, restaurants, exclusive events, and leaving me with the bills. The Belmont sent everything within 3 hours. Check-in records with Amanda Hurt, SQ, written in Lauren's handwriting, signatures that looked like someone trying to copy mine but failing, security footage showing Lauren arriving in designer clothes, demanding upgrades, treating staff like servants, all while claiming to be me. I sat in my office watching the footage and felt something break inside me. I spent the next week investigating. If she'd done it at the Belmont, where else? I started with a Google search of my own name, found mentions on restaurant review sites, luxury hotel forums, exclusive club waitlists, people praising Amanda Hurt for being generous, demanding, memorable, except half these places I'd never been. I called them, one by one. The Rosewood Hotel. Oh yes, Ms. Hurt has stayed with us several times. Lovely woman, though quite particular about her room preferences. Lawrence Bistro. Ms. Hurt is one of our regular VIPs. She always requests the private dining room. Meridian Spa. We have Ms. Hurt's preferences on file. Monthly facials, always booked under your corporate account. I'd never been to any of these places, never opened accounts, never requested services, but Lauren had, as me. I asked each establishment to send records, signatures, billing information, security footage if available. The paper trail was devastating. $43,000 at the Belmont, $28,000 at the Rosewood, $15,000 at Lawrence, $8,000 at Meridian, smaller amounts at a dozen other places. Total, over $120,000, charged to accounts opened in my name, billed to my business address, many already sent to collections because I'd never seen me invoices. My credit score had dropped 60 points. I had collection agencies calling my office, vendors threatening lawsuits, all because my sister had been living a luxury lifestyle by pretending to be me. I called Lauren on a Tuesday afternoon. "Hey, sis," she sounded cheerful. "What's up?" "I need to ask you something. Have you ever used my name at a hotel?" Pause. "What? No. Why would I do that?" "The Belmont says you've checked in as me 6 times, $43,000 in charges." Silence. Then, "Amanda, I can explain. Have you been impersonating me?" "I wasn't impersonating. Sometimes when I travel for work, I mention that we're related, that you're my sister, and sometimes they upgrade me or give me perks because they know your name. Is that really such a big deal?" "You signed in as Amanda Hurt. You gave them my business information. You opened accounts in my name." "I thought it would help your reputation. Show people you're out there, being seen at nice places." "Lauren, there's over $120,000 in unpaid bills in my name. Collection agencies are calling me. My credit score is tanking. You committed fraud." "I was going to pay it back." "When? How? You don't have that kind of money." I thought you'd help. You're successful. You can afford it. And I was building your brand." "By destroying my credit and my reputation? Hotels and restaurants think I skip out on bills. Do you know what that does to someone in my profession? You're overreacting. I'm calling the police." I hung up. I hired a lawyer who specialized in identity theft. Her name was Sharon. She reviewed all the documentation I'd gathered. "This is clear-cut fraud. Identity theft, forgery, theft of services. We can pursue both criminal and civil charges. About my credit, my reputation, we'll file disputes with every creditor, provide evidence that you didn't authorize these charges. Most will reverse once they see the documentation. For the rest, we sue." "What about Lauren?" "We press charges. She'll likely face felony identity theft charges. She could go to prison." I thought about it for exactly 3 seconds. "Do it." The police report was filed that week. Detectives interviewed me, reviewed the evidence, and issued a warrant for Lauren's arrest. She was picked up at her apartment 2 days later. My phone exploded. Texts from my parents, my aunt, cousins I hadn't heard from in years. "How could you have your own sister arrested? She made a mistake. Family works these things out privately. You're destroying her life over money." I responded to exactly one message: my mother. "She stole my identity and racked up $120,000 in debt in my name. That's not a mistake. That's a crime. If she'd stolen from a stranger, you'd expect them to press charges. I'm not special just because we share DNA." My mother called immediately. "Amanda, please. She's your sister. She's sitting in jail." "Good. Maybe she'll think about what she did." "We can pay you back. Just drop the charges." "Can you pay me back $120,000? Silence. That's what I thought. She stays charged. The criminal case moved forward. Lauren's lawyer tried to negotiate a plea deal. Sharon advised me to consider it. It would resolve things faster, avoid a trial. The plea: Lauren would plead guilty to identity theft and fraud. She'd pay restitution of $120,000 over 10 years. She'd serve 2 years probation. She'd have a felony record. "What if she doesn't pay?" I asked. "Then she violates probation and goes to prison." "I'll take it." Lauren signed the plea agreement in court. I was there. She wouldn't look at me. The judge asked her directly, Do you understand that you're pleading guilty to stealing your sister's identity and defrauding businesses for over a year? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have anything to say to your sister? Lauren looked at me for the first time. Her eyes were red. I'm sorry. I thought I was helping. I know that sounds stupid now, but I really believed that having your name out there at nice places would be good for you. I didn't think about the bills. I thought I'd figure it out. The judge looked unimpressed. You thought you'd figure out how to pay back over $100,000 while working part-time retail? I don't know. I wasn't thinking. Clearly, he sentenced her. 2 years probation, restitution, community service, felony record. The civil cleanup took months. I disputed every charge with every creditor, provided police reports, court documents, handwriting analysis, security footage. Most reversed the charges immediately. A few fought it. We sued. Won every time. My credit score recovered, slowly. The collection calls stopped. The lawsuits were dismissed. But the damage to my reputation took longer to fix. I had to personally call clients, colleagues, professional contacts, explain what happened, show them the court documents proving it wasn't me. Most were understanding. A few were skeptical. One major client dropped me anyway, saying they couldn't risk the association. I lost a 6-figure account because my sister decided to play pretend with my identity. My family tried to reconcile. My mother invited me to Thanksgiving. Lauren won't be there. She's embarrassed. But the rest of us miss you. Did she start making payments? She's struggling financially. The felony makes it hard to get good jobs. She should have thought about that before committing felonies. Amanda, please. She's suffering. So was I, when collection agencies called my office, when clients questioned my integrity, when I had to spend thousands on lawyers to fix what she broke. Can't you just forgive her? I did forgive her. That's why I accepted the plea deal instead of pushing for prison time. But forgiveness doesn't mean pretending it didn't happen. It doesn't mean letting her off the restitution payments. It doesn't mean coming to family dinners and acting like everything is fine. What do you want from us? Accountability. I want someone in this family besides me to say that what she did was wrong. Not a mistake, not a misunderstanding. Wrong. My mother was quiet for a long time. Then, I think we have different definitions of family. Yeah, I said. I think we do. Lauren made exactly 3 restitution payments, $500 each. Then she stopped. Her probation officer contacted me. She's in violation. I can request a warrant for her arrest, or you can work out a modified payments plan. Arrest warrant, I said. She was picked up a week later. Went before the judge. He gave her one more chance. Resume payments or serve 18 months in prison. She resumed payments. Inconsistent, small amounts, but enough to stay out of jail. I don't know if I'll ever see the full $120,000. Probably not. But that's not really the point anymore. The point is that she faced consequences. Real ones. Legal ones. The point is that I didn't protect her from her own choices. And the point is that I chose myself, my reputation, my credit, my career, over family loyalty. I'm doing well now, better than well. My practice has grown. I brought in 2 new partners this year. We're opening a second office. I changed my name professionally. I go by A. Elizabeth Hurt now instead of Amanda Hurt. Different enough that Lauren can't piggyback on my reputation anymore. I also hired a reputation management firm to monitor my name online. Any new account, any new mention, I know about it immediately. And I locked down everything. Credit freezes, fraud alerts, 2-factor authentication on every account. My assistant screens all my mail. I learned the hard way that trust is a vulnerability. that family can exploit you as easily as strangers, that sometimes the people who hurt you most are the ones who know exactly how. Lauren still has 8 years of payments left. At her current rates, she'll be paying me back until she's 44. We haven't spoken in 2 years. I don't miss her. My parents send cards occasionally. I don't respond. I built something real, a career, a reputation, a life I'm proud of, and I refuse to let anyone, even family, especially family, destroy it to fund their delusions. They thought my success was something they could borrow, wear like a costume, use for upgrades and perks and Instagram photos. They learned it wasn't. The hard way. And I'd do it all again. So here's my question for you. If a family member stole your identity and racked up 6 figures in debt, would you press criminal charges or handle it privately to protect them?